Okay, we are going to talk about how to get to Ruby. You keep hearing about Ruby, get to Ruby in your first 30 days, and you're wondering what the heck Ruby is. So this video is very important because you need to know what it is and how you get there, and how you get there super fast to make you promote and to earn you more money in the beginning of your It Works business. So Ruby is an average of $599 a month. So if you are aiming towards about an extra $500 a month or maybe more, let's start you with Ruby. So Ruby is 3 frontline distributors on your team. One of these distributors is an executive leg. If you do not know what an executive is, it is a person that also has 2 distributors on their front line, and each 2 of these distributors are a qualified leg. If you don't know what a qualified leg is so each of these boxes represent people, and each of these people are called legs. So when your leg gets to 400 group volume, they are considered qualified. So how do you get them to 400 GV, group volume? You need to teach them the steps of success. Once they sign up loyal customers, distributors, maybe their own auto ship, any volume underneath them is counted as GV. So these 2 legs need to be qualified legs. So both having 400 GV underneath them from any volume that's underneath them. This person would get to executive once they have 400 GV and 2 legs. Now on top of an executive, you're going to need 2 other legs on your front line that are also at 400 GV. So that could be, remember, that could be from loyal customers, distributors, from their auto ship, from any volume that's underneath them that's total to 400 GV. So once you got qualified leg here, a qualified leg here, and an executive leg, you are going to make the Ruby rank. So how do we get there? How do we get this volume? How do we get these distributors? Now it is very, 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 very important that you find these 3 distributors on your top line within your first 2 weeks of the month. Why? Because you need to give your 3 distributors time to get volume underneath them. If you're to sign up this girl on the 28th of the month, they're only going to have 3 days to get volume. I mean, it's doable, but it's going to make it a lot harder for them. So this is what we want to push. We want to push finding 3 distributors in your first week or 2 of the month. Having these 3 distributors set up their launch party within their first 1 to 2 weeks of being a distributor, preferably like 1 week within being a distributor. Hopefully, from their launch party, they are going to get their 4 loyal customers. Loyal customers, on average, spend about $72 a month. So if you can find 4 loyal customers under her, and they're spending about $72 a month, that's going to get you super close to your 400 GV. Same with this leg. Now, you're going to want to try and find 1 leader. I mean, I hope that all 3 of your girls are leaders, but hopefully 1 will really catch the vision and really be ready to work with you. And they might even be a part of this group, which is even better. So if you can have at least 1 person on your team that's ready to work hard and ready to recruit and build volume underneath them, and they could also find those 2 distributors, you are going to hit Ruby. So it's not as hard as it seems. The main thing is finding these 3 distributors in your first 2 weeks of the month, getting their launch party set up, getting loyal customers underneath them, even getting distributors underneath them, because that's going to count towards volume. Now, you remember what the steps to success is, right? 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors. That's what we want to train all of our distributors to do. If all 3 of these distributors signed up 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors, do you know how fast your team is going to grow? Super fast, super fast. And I know that every one of you knows 4 people that want to save money and 3 people that want to make money. So let's explain it like that at parties. Let's push the volume. But we need these 3 distributors within your first 2 weeks, so that's what we need to focus on right now. Make sure that you have an 80 BV auto ship set up. I'm sure you do, but if you don't, just know that you won't promote. If your executive leg doesn't have an 80 BV auto ship, she's not going to promote. I mean, that would be very silly, because if you didn't have your auto ship on, you're not going to earn a commission check. And if you have that much volume underneath you, you wouldn't want to miss out on a commission check. So we're pushing for Ruby. Make sure your auto ship's on. Make sure her auto ship is on. Make sure you teach her layered leadership. So make sure you're teaching your executive leg how to train their downline. If we can keep teaching our distributors how to train their distributors, it's just going to keep going. And we want a strong leadership, and we want strong skills for our distributors. And even they could just be brand new in the business and signing up people. So it's important to teach your distributors what you know. Teach your distributors the steps to success. Ruby is doable. It's totally going to happen for you guys. You can totally make this. But let's focus on these 3 distributors right now, and let's get them within our first 2 weeks.